Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Hello World. It's great to see you all here. I hope that you have a beautiful day. My day was okay. I can't complain. Everything seemed really good. I can't complain about that either. I hope you all had a great day. So, if you are here, I want to hear how your day was so we can get this chat started. Um, how was your day? Hey, Corey, how are you? What do you want to talk about today? I'll leave it in your hands. Give me a topic. I'm glad your day was good. What topic do you want to talk about? While he's thinking about that, let's see. Have you subscribed, liked, and shared the channel yet? I hope you have. Remember, you can go to Be the Difference Clothing, like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell wherever it is on your screen so that you will see whenever I come on. Come out of depression. That's a good one. So let's say you've learning how to re-enter society emotionally. Ooh, that's a good one. Um, I don't think I'm at all mastered in that area, but I can say if people are coming out of depression and people don't know that, you have to, I believe you have to approach it in a different way. Because you have to remember, a lot of people don't know what you're coming out of or what you've been through. So you kind of have to lead people on how they should react to you. I believe the best way to do that is to be open, to try to be as happy and positive as you can possibly be. Um, yeah, that those are the few steps that I think would be beneficial to take because if you came to me and I did not know that you were in a depressed state, I would think that you are feeling the same way that I'm feeling, like your day is going similar to mine, and I wouldn't know. So the best thing to do is I think is just give people a heads up. You don't have to tell them that you're coming out of depression, but how you act is a way that people can see, oh, this person is someone approachable, jovial, nice, can talk to them about anything. So I think that's where you. Oh, good! Congratulations! I'm glad that she came out of it and she's back in school. I hope that well, we can talk about that. I hope that those kids don't bully her anymore. Um, and I hope if they do bully her, she's able to withstand it and protect herself by saying whatever she needs to say to them to stop, have them stop. So usually when people are bullies, it's because they're being bullied or have been bullied. And so they never knew how to communicate their feelings. So now they're just pushing it off on someone else, right? So I'm glad that she's back in school. I'm glad that she's doing better. I hope that she excels for the end of the year because the end of the year is coming very fast. Soon as we know it, prom season for all of the kids in high school. So, yes, bullying is a big thing. So people think that bullying only occurs in children, adolescents, teenagers, but no. I think people fail to realize that bullying is much deeper than that. It happens at the workplace. Yes, it happens at the workplace. And bullying is like, I don't know, let's just say, for example, you meet at the water cooler at work and you start saying something about so and so and so and so. Um, that could be a form of bullying. I know we're all guilty of that. I know I could say a few things about people, but they're true. And I don't intentionally try to make anybody feel bad, but the truth is the truth. If you know that somebody is not a good person, I say, maybe you can handle it in a way where you don't have to deal with them too often. I don't know. But as far as bullying, you could have your boss bullying you. to do stuff that may not be within your job description. It's one thing to ask and then you say, okay, I'll do it. But if you try to threaten somebody with, oh, you're going to lose this or that, the other, that could be a definite form of pushing people around to do stuff that they don't have to do or to make them feel like if they don't do it, that something detrimental could happen to their position. Um, what else? What else is there? What other things at work is a form of bullying? Uh, Let me think. Oh, you can bully someone by, I don't know, intimidation tactics. Yes, that's like the example of the boss. That's another thing that is a form of bullying. Um, what else? What else is there? What other ways can you bully somebody? I mean, like with the kids, you know, you have people making fun of your clothing. You have people making fun of how you speak, how you talk. Those are all forms of bullying. And now more than ever, it seems like people are not handling bullying easy at all. They're, going to the extreme and, ending their life or ending someone else's life. Let's see. The police have too many ways to list in terms of how they bully. Ooh. Mm. That's another thing. Let's go a little deeper. So, okay, so now we established that someone's a bully, right? Have we gone into the home yet? We're going to go there now. Let's go even further. Let's go to their childhood. Now, these are just examples. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's true or happens in that order. Let's see. Mom and dad are married, and mom and dad don't get along. Mom or dad, because spousal abuse could be either person. Mom or dad starts to abuse the other. Kid sees this. Now, parents are examples for kids. Adults are examples for children and kids and teenagers. So these adults are going at it. The child is receiving this and believing this to be the way life is. Fast forward to when they get into their relationships. Every relationship is the same. Somebody is harming the other person, except that the person that they're harming, whether it be man or woman, is noticing that something's not right and they leave. So now you compile that low self-esteem on top of what they inherited by what they saw and absorbed, and now failed relationships after the other, one after the other. What does that sound like to you? That sounds like someone who, right, children have a tendency to mirror what they witness in home, even if only subconsciously. It's very true. So now we fast forward, we established that this person absorbed this type of treatment and how relationships are supposed to go. Then in turn, they mirrored that off to whoever they were a spouse with. Those people left their lives, maybe in a good way, maybe in a bad. Um, but then now they're at work. Oh yeah. They decide to become the protector of the universe. You have training. When you have the rigorous training, people are yelling at you, screaming at you. You're doing things to your body that you haven't done in a long time. If you've never been fit, you're doing all these extreme things to your body. So not only have you been abused as a child during your relationships, now even as an adult, when you're in training, you're being abused. But it's training. So now you're out of that academy. You experience your first few weeks on the force. People who you are arresting, maybe you're brand new and you really are out there and you're trying your best to do the arrest in a nice manner, but now you have those same people that you're arresting giving you a hard time, spitting at you, punching you, trying to take your life. All of those snowball effect into now a person who is ready to pop. because eventually you pop. Eventually you will definitely, pop. So you go to work. Okay, wait. Let's say this too. You're in a relationship, whether you're married or not, or in a relationship, now you have children of your own or a child or whatever, but you're in a relationship, you're living with whoever, you're married to whoever, you have a kid with whoever. And now you got to deal with home, your child, all of the baggage that you've had from, adolescence, kids, and all that, teenage, and all these past relationships that you've never dealt with, right? Now you're at work where you're protecting and serving. You've arrested the last person who doesn't know that you had the worst morning of your life. They say the wrong thing, bang, now you're the abuser at work. Now this example is probably an extreme case, but you never know. Like, I'm not protecting anybody. I'm not protecting cops. On one thing leads to another, and bang, yeah. I'm not protecting cops. I'm not saying that they do the best job. I'm not saying that they do the worst job, but they do their job. But at some point in time, there comes situations where you get caught out there and you don't display the best personality, the best traits that you know you have. Whether it be you never were taught that, or it be that that person just did the worst. Now, it doesn't give anybody the right to react, but we are human. And sometimes that reaction, oh, here's another thing. Your coworkers on the police force pressuring you to do things that you probably don't want to do, right? So now you're by yourself. You're on your own. You're an officer all by yourself because now you may have corrupt cops trying to influence you with all these other things that you have already going on around you. Like, this is how some people's lives are. This is how some people's lives are, right? But we don't see that because we just see this and we think that everything's fine. But meanwhile, there's chaos all over. This is why I will never stop reiterating we need to talk. People need to go through therapy. There's nothing wrong with therapy. I don't see why people frown upon therapy when it can help you. It can help you. Why wouldn't you want help? Why? Why not? If you can get help to help you become a better person, why wouldn't you? So now you have those scenarios. Now imagine if you had all of that scenario. Now you're going out. Now you're going out onto the streets and you're dealing with the same people that you arrest every other day. And you understand now that the justice system just won't keep them, but they're just arresting because you got to keep things open. You got to keep stuff progressing. You have to keep the income coming into the state, right? You got to keep the income coming into that private organization, right? I think anybody could get fed up at that time. Now, maybe people have been in law for too long and it's like, well, what do I do now? It's like telling somebody to switch an occupation that they've been doing to do what? If you've trained for something for majority of your life and you know now that you're there it's terrible, but you don't have a plan B because you just don't have a plan B because that your plan A was your A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Like, what do you do next? You just stay in your job, become more miserable, go home miserable to a miserable situation. And you still got this going on. All of that is going on around you, inside your head. I mean, like, again, I'm not condoning the behavior of police officers who victimize people, but at the end of the day, they're humans too. And we don't know what goes on inside of them. And, we don't know the pressures that they deal with. We don't know what happened before or what may have amplified a situation, but they have been taught to uphold the law regardless, right? Right? They've been taught to uphold the law regardless. So I don't know. That's a tough one to say, but, you know, that's a tough one to deal with. But we have to also remember they're human too. and they make mistakes. Some of them are full of mistakes. Some of them really should be fired. And that, I think, supervisors and people who supervise those officers who really do need to sit down for a little bit, why don't they suspend them for a little bit, maybe with pay for a little bit until they get the therapy that they need to become a better person? Why don't they do that instead of just allowing them to go on the streets again? Because you know how your employee is working. You know their traits. If you've been working with somebody for over a year, you understand their traits. And usually by then, you only have a few things that will surprise you about a person's character. So I think that, it kind of filters all together, you know? Layers of frustration. Yep. Layers of frustration. I mean, and then let's take it down to the civilian. Even if you're a civilian, you could have gone through the same type of thing. All right, now let's fast forward. Let's just say you never had the whole bad childhood or bad influences growing up, and you've grown up in a decent home, a decent upbringing, and a decent surroundings where you can absorb positive things. But it doesn't mean that you will not have situations or scenarios that come up will just make you snap. It's not. It's true. Like, no matter how positive can be or are, there are things in life that will bring you to that point where you just break. You know what I mean? So again, that's the human aspect of all of us. We all break. We all have a breaking. I mean, you saw that the other day when I was talking about closing the company. That was a breaking point for me because of all the other scenarios that were coming, the taxes and what was coming in. Those are things that externally made me feel like it was failing, so I might as well make it end, right? So it can happen to anyone. But it takes people like yourselves. Thank you, Corey. It takes people like you who will help pick people up and keep people this way. You know what I'm saying? Like, for anybody that knows religion, um, Moses, when he had to hold the sea up, he had two people on each side. When he couldn't keep his arms up, had two people on each side holding those arms up just until everybody crossed, right? So we always need support. No matter what, we always need support. We always need support. So regardless of where you are, support somebody and then you'll get support too as well. Just remember, everything is full circle. The support you give is the support you'll receive in any other variation of ways. You just don't know. It doesn't necessarily have to come back in the same way, but it will come back. But I also recommend that if you have a good heart and you continue on a path of doing good, then you'll less likely have those scenarios or those situations where things will affect you as much. But you will be affected eventually, but it won't be as much, and you won't fall as hard because you have that support. So that's my little thing. And for those who have been bullied, uh, when I was growing up, thank you. When I was growing up, I wasn't the best kid, and I'm pretty sure I picked on a few people. I'm not proud of that, but I probably was a little bully in my own right. But when I turned a certain age and recognized that that was wrong, I went back and apologized to them. I wrote them letters because I'm good with writing. I'm not so good with communicating face to face, but I'm good with writing. And I expressed how bad I felt and how sorry I was for the things that I had said or done to make them feel any type of way because it wasn't right. I wanted to clear that air. You know what I'm saying? Um, and I can hopefully say now that I don't, really bully anybody. I hope not. My perception is one way, but other people can perceive other things another way. Let's see what Corey says. Writing is also one of my favorite things to do. This kind of teaching needs to be shared widely. It's necessary and vitally important. Yeah, I mean, we all can use each other's support and each other's words to help each other out. So, I'm not proud of what I did, but I did rectify the situation. And I'm thankful that I was able to do so and that they received it and that they accepted my apology and forgave me. And from that point on, I treated them a lot differently because I didn't want to go back to that same old making fun of things because I didn't understand them. You see, I didn't understand them, so I made fun of things that I didn't understand. That comes with communication, people. If we don't understand things, then we tend to like not treat it right or appropriately. What does the quote on the wall behind you say? I see the wall. Oh, it says, life takes you to unexpected places, love brings you home. Yes, yes, that's a good one. That's a good one. I like that one. I have a few other ones. I have a few other ones that are pretty cool. And whenever I feel like if you look at certain things, if you're seeing positive things, then you'll be encouraged and inspired, and kind of live your life in that way. Fire. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying. I'm trying. It's a daily task. It's a daily thing. Um, And I have to say also too, I love my coworkers. You know what I mean? They have, since we used to bump heads a lot a few years ago, but now we're good. And I think when we cleared the air and really started understanding each other, things were much better, are much better. And I really care about them. I'm thankful for them. They support me in my business. I support them in their endeavors, and I really appreciate them. And I'm glad that I was around long enough to understand how wonderful things have been and how wonderful things turned out to be. So if you are at work and being bullied, just know that things will come full circle and it'll be better for you. You know what I mean? It will get better. Things that you didn't think or expected to get better will. So that's just my little piece on that. But I think also too, even if you are sorry about things that you may have done, you need to acknowledge that with the person that you've done it to or the people that you've done it to. And that will clear you up and make you more compassionate, because I think after all of the things that I've done in my life that I've tried to rectify, it made me more compassionate. It brought compassion, more compassion in my heart for those things. So I definitely think that it doesn't hurt to go back and apologize for things you've done. And moving forward, it will help you because you will definitely look at people in a different light. Hold on one second. I need to do something really quick. I will be back. Entertain yourself. If you think of any other topics we can talk about tonight, let me know. And I'll be back in like 1 second. A shake of a second. Okay, I'm back. Anything else you think of that we could talk about tonight that could help both of us? How was the New York? Personally, I'd like to see the socks you're rocking tonight. Oh, actually, I don't have any socks on tonight. No socks on tonight. I just have my feet out. They're not painted or anything, so I don't think I want to show them. Um, yeah, I actually I put in another order for several pairs of socks. So, and I'm excited about seeing what we can come up with together. I can't wait. I like doing the socks because it challenges me to be creative, and I also accept submissions from other people, and I kind of go off of what they think and what they requested, and then make something out of it. So it's like a collective collaboration. Um, and I think that was a great addition to Be the Difference clothing. So it's kind of like we inspire you from head to toe. I used to do caps. I tried caps out just to see caps in the Scullies just to see how they would do. They went okay. They didn't go as fast as I wanted to, so I haven't brought them back yet. Maybe I need to come up with a better design and then people will, adapt to them better. I don't know, but we'll work on that eventually. But for now, I'm happy where I'm at with the book and the socks and the t-shirts and the onesies. I think that's a great combination. Again, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. This page is the Be the Difference clothing channel. It's great to have people and be able to talk to people. New York was interesting today. A few more groups came out to sing today, and we worked. Oh, that's great! That's great. So, like, that means that with you guys collaborating, you reached more people because now your voices together amplified more and it reached further out. So that's really good. I hope that people, were receptive and came up to you guys and wanted to learn more about whatever you were doing. So I definitely think that's great. Um, but, with Be the Difference, I really hope that you guys decide to share what we're doing with others because it's definitely something that we all say we want. We want positivity. We want change in the world. We want a better life. We want this. We want this. But are we actually doing the work? Are we putting in the work to do these things? Are we? Are we doing the work? And I think a lot of us are, but I think now we need to get that collective voice together so that we can, be a bigger voice and stronger and louder and harder. I had an idea today. What if our whole group wears your shirts? That would be dope. That would be awesome. Yeah, that would be dope. That'd be dope. It'd definitely stand out for sure because, like I said to a lot, like I tell people, when I make my shirt, you're getting part of a piece of me. A lot of my energy is going into these making of the shirts. So, you know, you're taking me and putting you, and everybody is just getting a big thing, a goodness. So I definitely that'd be dope. Yeah, that would be real cool. And it's getting hot. It's getting hot now. So like t-shirts are definitely gonna be out more. People are gonna want to, you're gonna not want to wear a jacket to cover up things. So, that'll be really cool too. Um, which t-shirt do you think you guys would want? We have the grass is greener right here. We have determined. We have addiction kills the family. We have work hard, snack harder. We have I think I want to bring this one back. Do the unforgettable. What do you think about that saying? Do the unforgettable. I had that. I made that T-shirt like years ago, but I let it go. I let it, pretty much sell out, and I never remade it. But what do you think if I remade um, that shirt? Hard work pays off. I have to. What do you think if I remade "Do the Unforgettable" as a T-shirt again? What would you think people would like that? Do you think people want to wear it? You tell me. And then what other t-shirts do I have? Oh, I have the logo t-shirt that glows in the dark. I have that. Um, let me see. Oh, honesty equals freedom. I really love that one. Oh, and then I have another one. It's called I don't need another RX. All I need is love. These are shirts that I have that I haven't really made yet because I'm just not sure how receptive everybody's going to be about it. But what do you think about Do the Unforgettable and bringing back the RX t shirt where I just said, I don't need another RX, all I need is love? Or how about if I brought back um, I will not be defeated? Oh, I'm a survivor, blank. I will not be defeated. What do you think about those? Tell me. Come on, comment below, people. Let me know what you think. Picture it. We enter the subway with the Do the Unforgettable shirts. Then we sing in a way that's wow, that's very true. That's very true. Okay, I'll get those ordered up. I have to order them. It's gonna take a minute for me to get them. No, I do have the material to make it, but I have to just get the design back in order. and order that. So, okay, I'll bring that back. I'll definitely bring that back sometime this summer, so that it will be available. I wear it at the gym. It's falling apart because the shirt is so old, but I wear it at the gym, and when I put it on, I'm like, wow, what unforgettable thing am I gonna do now? So it is very encouraging. I see that. Yes, that would be really cool. I liked the font that I used as well, so that'll be really, really cool. Um, More about the company. Let's see why I started it. I think everybody knows that story. Um, the team, we got Corey in the background over there. We got my dad in the foreground selling with me. We got me. We have Fab Free. We have a few different other people. We have my friends, a few of my friends, and we have a lot of people who support me. Other vendors, I have to say, other vendors do support me, and they send me different events, or we end up meeting at events. We encourage each other. Shout out to um, Body Garbage. She's a vendor that I befriended years ago, and I see at events often, and we kind of chit chat from time to time about keeping each other encouraged. So shout out to Body Garbage. Got to check her stuff out. She does a lot of the natural soaps, so that you will not be uh, chemical, have all these chemicals in your body when you're washing. So you definitely should look for her. Shout out to Aromatic Soaps. She is cool too. She joins me on the chat sometimes, which is really cool and very encouraging. So it's different people that I could say are extensions of Be the Difference, but not necessarily on the payroll for Be the Difference, but just definitely a strong support. Um, Bianca Ariel, she's done some things. All the people who've participated in the Our Live scene through my eyes, all of those people, I'd like to thank them as well. They're all extensions of that. I suggest you guys watch one of those videos and be encouraged by what they have to say. A lot of them say some really good things and talk about really good topics in a way that maybe you never thought. And also, just as a reminder, it reminds you that we all go through things, you know what I mean? And it might encourage you, whatever they're going through might be something you're going through, and it'll encourage you to continue on. So definitely check out that series. You always have to check out Hello World every single night, where I'm out here chit chatting along and, you know, having some people call in. Definitely, if anybody wants to call in, they can. Each one teach one. That's true. If anybody wants to call in, we can always call and have a chat live. It's always nice to have someone to talk to during these little talks, because it helps encourage me, and it also helps me think about different things in different ways that I've never imagined. So that's great too. But altogether, I think that Hello World is is something that I started because my TV stopped, the cable stopped, and I just haven't gotten around to calling the cable service to come and put the thing back on. So Hello World came from my not being focused on my TV anymore, and just trying to find another outlet to find enjoyment and entertainment. And I'm so excited about that, because if I didn't do it, you wouldn't be hearing me right now. We wouldn't be having this conversation right now. So I'm definitely thankful for that. I have things to do right after I come from the gym. I come right on here and I talk to you guys, and we have great discussions that leave me having good dreams at night. Let's see. Hello, word. Yes, Devon. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And it's only that way because of your support. And I guarantee you that for sure. Because it's an encouragement to see one, two, three, four, as many people that want to come on and watch. It's very encouraging to see that. And it keeps me wanting to talk. Um, So yeah, hello world came from that, something so simple. So I hope that anybody who watches this after I'm off air, if they go back and watch this, that something will encourage and inspire you. But again, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you turn on your notification bell, whichever way is facing. Make sure you share it because, sharing is caring. And you never know who might need to hear whatever is said via conversation over the phone with someone or just via something that I'm sharing, personal things or even just topics that we discuss here. So, in any event, thank you for joining me for Hello World again. And I'm thankful that you were here. If you ever want to submit a topic that you want me to talk about or discuss, comment below. Be sure to like, subscribe, turn on your notification bell. And this is me, Joy from Be the Difference, saying, Hello world. And I'll see you tomorrow from 7 in between 7 and 9. Have a